Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for a brand new video with a brand new game, 2 Point Campus. It was released earlier this month and I thought, well, let's get into it. We've been looking forward to it. So let's just start up a whole new game and, well, watch this video together because it's some sort of introduction video. Here we can see a campus. Ooh, that's cool. Adjusting. Drone. Nice. Oh wow, it appears that there's a lot to do in this game. And it's not all the usual stuff, but that's what we know from 2 Point. If you've been playing 2 Point Hospital, you know that things are always a little bit different. Oh, they really put some work into this. I guess the graphics are a lot like 2 Point Hospital. Nice. Alright, there we go, apparently. I'm Albert Crank, your personal advisor, and I'm here to help. Oh, that's nice. You may not have any experience as a campus administrator, but the people at Freshley County College are eager to give you a chance. I'm not sure what that says about them, but hey, let's head to Freshley Meadows and get started on your academic empire. Well, let's do so. We'll get started on it. This countryside college has low expectations and a nice canal. Oh, alright. It's the perfect place to start your career. We get $500,000 to start with. Alright, well, let's get going. Jump straight into the game. Apparently here we see the canal. And this is the school with low expectations. Curious to see what we start with. Now, of course, I've been playing the game a bit to get to know the game, so it's not all a surprise to me, but, well...
like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting academic institution was doubtlessly opened long ago by dignified people who wore bowler hats and spoke via subtitle. The world is a
Alright, so I guess we
creation
get a
of the
long story
past.
from a guy. I'm going to skip that. I don't like it. Alright, here we have it. The first day of school. Welcome to Freshley Meadows, where life moves slowly and expectations are lowly. The 2 Point countryside is the perfect place to start your career. Learn the ropes, make mistakes, and hit the ground smiling. And we're going to give the scientography course. And we'll have 10 students to start with. Alright. Welcome to the campus. Before you start churning out geniuses, you need to learn the basics of campus management. Try moving the camera around and have a look. Okay. Well, let's pan the camera. Let's rotate the camera. Let's zoom the camera. And let's pitch the camera. Alright, that's all done. Let's start building a science lab. Alright, well, I think before we do that, we're going to move this up because I don't like buildings in the middle. So let's place it right there. That should be it. Alright, a science lab. Does it say anything? Minimal room size is 5 by 5. Right, so it has to be something like this. I guess I'm just going to stick with the minimal room size for now. And then we can always turn things around later on.
Skills are not
Right, let's move it over to this side. I think that's better. There's a window behind it that'll be sold. That's okay. What else can we put in? Unquestionably be flammable. A science shelf, a whiteboard, and a plant. Alright, well, I guess this works the same as in the other hospital game, that you, if you put extra stuff in and get the prestige up, then you'll be able to perform better, I think. People will be more happy and, so yeah, let's do it like this. This should be it. Yes, it's done. Do you want to sell the invalid item? Yes. Alright, so we'll have a science room. Now, let's hire a teacher to run our first scientography... I was going to say Scientology class, but that's not right. Alright, we have 3 teachers, or 2 They all have the scientographic teaching skill, so that's good. So let's hire this guy. Moves faster than most. Toilet comfort decreases faster than most. Alright, so he has to go to the toilet a lot. Toilet comfort decreases slower than most. Alright, this is interesting. I don't want a guy to go to the toilet all the time. Alright, great work. We now have everything we need to run our scientography course. When you're ready, select Start Next Year to welcome our first year of students. Alright, let's get going. Start the new year. Here we go. Here we can see the complete year down the bottom. So you can see that there's time for classes, there's time for other stuff. And then in the end we'll see complete a scientography class. Alright. The students are arriving on campus. Are you nervous? Why am I nervous? Where are the students? I guess they're the first arriving. Yep, here they come. Ooh, this guy's a nice mohawk. Alright, they're arriving. Hope they can do well. And
Ricky Hawthorne on
guess they'll get lectures here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to 12 seats. We have 10 students arriving, I presume, so there should be sufficient room for that.
Is joined by my occasional chef hat.
And they're not really doing anything, but that's okay. Guess we're going to go to speed 2 to make sure that things go a little bit faster.
The finest foods our great county has to
And
offer.
class is starting.
Just
Look at that,
hungry
the students
man
are
in
in
his
their
hatchback.
very
It's
first
a
class.
tale
Who
as
knows
old
what will
as
happen?
time.
Alright, this time they'll have a class right here. There's 5 students in there. Where are the others? That's guy number 6, 7, 8. Alright, they're not all in class. Can they all be in here? Is there a way to see that? A room overview? Capacity is 8, so all students should be able to get in and get the class. As students learn, they will gain experience points, or XP, which will increase their academic level. Alright. So we should see some form of experience gain. Probably see light bulbs above their head. And the class is going pretty quickly. That's cool. They're all trying it in turn, making observations. 10%, 10 bonus XP. That's cool. Alright, class is done, so we got the mission done. You did it! The students passed the first class. Sadly, they didn't do all that well. It seems a number of them were distracted by one need or the other. A student that has everything they need will be more happy, less distracted, and be able to focus on their studies. This makes sense. So we'll have to make sure that they all get their needs fulfilled. Probably things like sleep, go to the toilet and stuff, have some fun. And that'll help them learn. Which makes sense. So that'll be interesting. The students' needs, such as their thirst or toilet comfort, will affect their overall happiness. Happy students perform better in classes. Let's slow down a bit. And earn more experience. That's good. Take a look at our students and see what we can do to improve the campus. Alright, let's go to a student. And let's see. His happiness isn't that good. And, well, the key to campus hospitality is to remember the 3 R's. Students' needs somewhere to relax themselves, to rest themselves, and to relieve themselves. Alright. So, a bed, a toilet, and some fun or something like that? Sure, 2 of those might be the same thing, but it does sound convincing. Let's build a dormitory and a bathroom to keep people happy. Alright. Let's do so. So we need to build a dormitory. So that's where they'll have to sleep.
Not to me.
Now we have 8 students, so I guess we could use this space for a dormitory. What does it say? Minimal size or something like that? 2 by 2. Students sleep to regain their energy. Keep students happy by decorating their dormitory and providing at least 1 bed for every 5 students. So we only need 2 beds at this point. Receive monthly rent based on accommodating rating. Students are automatically assigned accommodation. Alright. Well, I guess we can make this big. And then, we only need 1 bed for 5 students. So we only have to put in 2 beds, I guess. So I guess we'll have to provide them all with a closet. We'll do 3 so that we have enough. If we grow, we can get some extra. And we get benefits from making it look more nice, it said. So let's put in, I don't know, some decoration and stuff.
Frequently asked questions.
Ooh. Oh, the
No,
window will go.
you
That's
can't
okay.
have an extension.
I guess we can place some windows here, maybe. 2, 3. That'll be nice. A plant.
The culinary world is a lot like
put in
the
2
real
plants.
world. There are places
And
there
maybe
are
some places
smells.
to study.
There's a chance you'll get lost. After a series of wrong turns, no
We'll do
60
3 places
miles
to
off
sit and
course,
study.
I was
That's all that we
treated to
can
the
get at
first
this point.
food of my
Oh,
trip.
and a hand sanitizer so that they can clean their hands. Alright, this is it.
And something I believe
I
to
think this
be
should be a
meat.
good one.
The buttery
Dormitory Level
sausage-style
6.
matter
Dormitories are a great place for students to
mingled
relax
flavor with hints
when
of
they're low on
pine from
energy.
my air
1 bed
freshener.
between 5 students is
It was
considered normal on
unexpected.
campus.
It was
Oh, I'm glad I'm not on
dangerous.
campus.
It was cold in the
Students may
middle.
dream of having their own bed, but they're happily share with a few friends. Well, now it's 3 students per bed, so that's fine. Interesting. So we got that. Build a bathroom. Alright, build a bathroom, but I think we can keep that pretty small. Why would we build a big bathroom if we don't need to? I'm not sure. Let's place one here. Maybe this should be the right size. Right, we need to get a few cubicles in. Now, I'd like to keep this in the center because they'll use the bathroom even in class, I think. And, of course, if they can reach it quickly... 1, 2... Can we put a sink next to it? Yes. Alright, there can be 2 sinks in. Perfect. Oh, this looks good. So I think this will be nice. Maybe put a window in here. Yes. Alright. So we got the bathroom level 3. And now that this is a bit centered, they can easily run out of class, go to the bathroom and return. So that should be pretty fast. Did you hear that? I think our students might be hungry. Ooh. Traditionally, campuses offer a range of food and drinks to, sustain life. Let's add some vending machines. Well, that's not really particularly healthy, but okay.
Education is non-refundable.
I guess these should be placed somewhat central. Let's place it right here. 1, 2. Guess we'll need a bin or something like that. Ah, there it is. I was looking for the bin. And maybe they need a few places to sit, where they can enjoy their freshly gained beverages. Anything else? I don't think so. Or we can put a plant in the middle, so that they'll have something nice to see. Alright. Next. Let's hire a janitor and place a bin to keep things nice and tidy. Alright. I think that's a good thing. So let's hire a janitor to keep everything cleaned up. Here we have assistants and janitors. We already have a teacher, so let's get a janitor. This one is make themselves smile, extra happiness and maintenance skill. So I'd like to hire this one, because this one's better than the other one. Ooh, we unlocked kudos. So apparently we have kudos again, and we can also unlock new things. That's nice. Let's see how the students do in their next class. Okay. So I guess they should be doing better now in class, because we should be fulfilling more of their needs. Let's go check on a student or two. Happiness is 50%. Well, we had one where it was a bit lower. 49.
Boasts the finest milkshakes in
49.
County.
Ooh,
At
this
the
one isn't
Oil
that happy.
Cormorant, they'll serve you a traditional malt in an old leather boot and throw in a
A
salt
bit
and
white,
vinegar
you need some
egg.
sunlight.
You just
Alright, so
cannot
happiness
beat
isn't
it.
that high,
Milkshakes
but
are a great tradition.
there's
They're
food
in our
now.
blood. In fact, I
There's
once
energy
received
now. They
medical
can get that in
attention
bath. They can
after
go to the
enjoying
bathroom.
a
So I
few
guess they'll have
dozen
to go
shakes
to certain
and was
places
told that
first and
my
then
blood was
replenish
over
it. So it
60%
might just be that this guy,
How
yeah,
we
his happiness is very
laughed.
high now because he fulfilled all the needs. Interesting. So all of these are pretty happy now. Cool. So these just need to go to a happy place, which is the dormitory, the bathroom, and the vending machine, and then they'll all be happy, and they'll do better. Very nice. Alright, let's speed things up a bit. Let's get to the end of the class. But I think student overall happiness is raising. They were all 50, and now quite a few of them are actually pretty happy. Let's keep that up. Alright, we're nearing the end of the class. So I guess after this class they will all... ooh, there's a worm here. What's that? A textbook bookworm. Oh, we got $10 for it. That's cool. Well done. Those students look smarter already. The better they do, the more money you'll have to fund the campus. How smart? Who's smart now? Well, that's great. Yes, you receive tuition fees from all students enrolled in course at the campus, as well as a bonus for how much XP they're learning or
return
earning.
to
Alright, that's
hospital.
good.
Thank you.
So the smarter our students are, the more money we make. That's nice. Satisfying student needs is one way to improve our grades. Next on the agenda is a spot of studying. Luckily, the students have been given their first assignments. Completing assignments is a great way for students to earn experience away from the classroom. Oh, that's cool. They can even earn more. Though it looks like they need some new facilities. Check your inbox to see what they need. Alright, here we have my inbox. A library required. Alright. Well, let's build a library. I don't know how big it has to be. No, it doesn't have to be that big. Do I want a big library? I don't know. I guess if we have to house 8 students in there, it needs to be pretty big. Do I want to do it like this? Well, let's just do it. Who cares? Alright, what can we put in? Library reception. I guess we need a reception where they can ask questions to someone.
Ask questions. Your food is cold because the oven
Let's
wasn't
move the
on.
door so we can move this close to it. Yeah, like this. Alright, this is a insecure in public, but this seems to be some sort of a cubicle where they can work. So we'll do 2 with a computer, 2 with books, 2 to do apparently some writing or stuff like that. Guess they need a few bookcases. And this will probably all, yeah, we get more experience for it if we place those things. So I guess that's good. Notice board. Maybe we need to place a bin in here as well, so that they can get rid of some stuff, some plants. Let's see if this is enough work spots. I have no clue, of course, but if it is, then that's fine. So let's build it like this. Alright, we have a nice library.
And I say
And
from
what's
the
this?
crumbly
Your inbox.
student
Okay,
grade.
let's get rid of those
It's
messages.
cheap, it's
Hire an
inexpensive,
assistant.
and
Alright,
above all
an
else,
assistant.
it's affordable.
Ah, this is one for the library. Who's learning
just
rate in the
like
library?
Mama
Alright,
used
you're
to
hired. Let's go in there.
Students are
Complete an
reminded
assignment in
that
the library.
some
Students will
grades
send a
are
request to your
personal.
inbox when they need help with an assignment. Place the room or item they need and wait for them to complete their assignment. Well, they're in here now. Apparently they're studying, they're gaining experience. Need to read this, by the way. Let's see how the students do in their next class. Alright, let's see. What's this? Does it need some repairing or whatever? Ah, this window is a problem, I think. Let's sell it. Yeah, that was the issue. There shouldn't be a window. Alright. Yeah, monthly income report. Tuition fees, rent, experience bonus, wages. So we made good money. Nice. And class is busy, of course. And we have to pass it with a grade B. And I guess we are on track for that. The interesting thing is, in Holland, where I live, we have you get grades from 1 to 10, where 10 is very good and 1 is really poor. And we don't have a system with A, B, C, D, E. But I guess it's pretty much the same. It's just when you get an A or an A plus, you get a 10 here, something like that. But I still have to get used a little bit to the different gradings, but it's fine. Alright, apparently they're all happy, doing what they have to do. He's bored. Oh, that's his problem. There we go. Yeah, we did it. Your students have gone from C grade chumps to B grade brainheads. Let's recap how you did it all, shall we? Okay. So, provide better staff and facilities to improve your students' grades. That's cool. Make students happy and comfortable to increase their learning rate. Earn more cash by growing your campus and enrolling more students. I understand it. That all makes sense. We got another good monthly profit. Congratulations, you've earned some kudos for completing objectives. Spend kudos to unlock new items as well as staff outfits and interior design options. Okay. So apparently we can unlock things like vending machines and stuff. Now, it's very tempting to spend your kudos straight away, but I know we'll get student requests, just like this. We think this would help us appreciate each other in new and friendlier ways, and they want a car booth. And now I can unlock and place it with 20 kudos. So they'll give you these assignments and you can make them happy by doing that. So let's unlock and place, yes. And then we'll place a car booth here. Now they'll be happy. So this is, don't just go around spending your kudos on stuff you don't need. I think we should, ooh, we unlocked the staff room, that's nice. But you can also spend it on things that your students suggest. So yeah, let's get a love statue. Let's place it outside, of course. It's a Cupid statue, so let's place it right there.
Yes, our neighbors to the
And
north
an
really
assignment.
know their way around
I've been
a kitchen.
kicking back
From
in every
stews
room on
and
campus,
pickles
but nothing
to
is
fried
quite hitting the
kid
spot. I think we need a
sandwiches.
dedicated
And,
room
of
for students to hang out to
course,
relax.
their pies.
Student lounge,
Cold
alright, let's
hands
build a
make the
student
boldest
lounge.
pastry, after all.
So they
And
can
it
relax
is
and have fun.
freezing up there. You really must try it.
Alright, what should we
It's
put
the
in there?
food
I
of the
guess we should
people.
put in a
And
few
those
tables where they
people
can
are Yetis.
sit and relax.
Plagiarism is not a belief system.
I have no clue though how much we should put in. If there's a, the more we put in, the more that they can relax. Oh, we can even put in a kitchen. That's cool. Let's start working on this kitchen. And a microwave, I guess. Well, that's a big kitchen, but at least then they can do what they want. Let's put in a dartboard. We need a refrigerator then. And a bin, of course. I'm not going to put in vending machines. That's a bit of a waste, I think. But with a nice room like this, let's put in a light in the middle. I think this can help benefit for our students. Alright, let's keep it like this for now. We can always put in new items if you want to. It's already level 7, so we have a student lounge now. Alright, we made good money, that's nice. So what missions do we have? Average staff happiness, build a staff room and employ 5 staff members. Well, we'll only have 2 members of staff at this point, so I'm not going to build a big staff room. I don't think we need a big one. Just keep it rather small. Oh, let's put in a table. I'm going to do a little bit more like this so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. We'll put a table in here, then we'll put another chair in. Yeah, let's put these in. So that they have a place to sit. I guess we need something like this, a place for them to communicate. Apparently that's what it says. They also need a lamp. Anything else that we can put in? Oh, they can also have a dartboard.
2 places at once.
And a message board. Oh, nice. Put a plant in. Or 2. A bin. Yeah, this is it. Alright, so we have a staff room now as well. Now we have to employ more staff. Question is, what staff should we employ? Now that we have a staff room, it's probably a thing that teachers and the assistant will go to a resting place in the staff room at a certain point. So I think it might be good to get an extra janitor. Just to make sure that we can fix everything and get rid of all the weeds and stuff. And we might get an extra assistant that can work in the library once the other one is on break. Alright, average assessment score. Oh, that's good. A level 3 science lab. And complete 2 assignments. Alright.
Students are
What's
reminded
this level right
this
now?
is the
A room
fun
prestige
part.
level 2. Now the good thing is with the 2-point hospital, you had to change up a room and it was emptied out and you couldn't, the students couldn't do anything in it. And right now we can just add stuff without that.
When I arrived at the Royal Tumble Hotel. So
Plus
much
2%
so I
learning
took
power, that's
advantage of my
nice.
kitchenette
5%
and
learning
feasted
power. Oh,
greedily
that's
on
really
some toast. When I returned from a walk,
pricey.
I was stunned to find that
25,
all crumb
30,
bits had been decrumbled.
16.
The bed was
Alright,
made
let's unlock
and
this
the
one.
toilet spotless.
Ah, we can't
Every
place it
sign
yet
of
because we have to
life
make
had
this room
been
bigger. Let's do
washed
so.
away. You've got to ask yourself, had I really been staying here? Indeed, do I exist
And
at
now
all?
we can place this
Lovely
machine, I
stuff.
guess. Right. Yes. Well, this looks nice. And now we have a level 3 science lab. Table football wanted. With 100 kudos. Alright. Unlock and place. Ah, we have to place it in the dorm room, but that's fine. Let's place it right there. And now they can play some football. Let's see if they'll be happy with it. We have placed it, so all they have to do now is play with it, and we'll see one assignment being done. Oh, they're dancing. Well, they do have fun in this room, so that's really interesting. You see the janitor watering the plants. Assistant needed in library 1. Well, we should have one to spare, so that shouldn't be an issue.
It's too late to start trying.
And another request. Don't have enough kudos. That's a problem, so let's reject this one. Guess we'll need more kudos. Or, oh, these are probably the assignments. Yeah, one is done. Let's finish the other one. We have an A grade now. That's really cool. I like that. We did very good. Extra credits. Very nice. Satisfy 2 personal goals and develop 2 best friendships. Nice. End of year reward. So we've completed our first year. That's interesting. Let's see how we did. Year 1. Alright, let's go to the next. The grading. Or 100% pass rate. So everybody passed. 10 students continued. We have an exam result of 84. I think that's very good. Nobody's expelled. Nobody failed. And we have no dropouts. That's nice. And we got a reward for academic excellence. So that's nice. Anything else? Campus of the Year award and another bonus. We have performed quite well. 3 awards. Alright, let's end the awards ceremony. That's it. Summer break is the perfect time to prepare for the year ahead. Build facilities, make unsustainable design choices, and bask in last year's glory. Alright, let's expand our range of courses by starting a virtual normality course. Alright, so at the start of a new year, you can manage the courses that you're giving to anyone. You can add a new class to it. This is the virtual normality class. A new era of technology is here, and it's sure to redefine the way you think about goggles. Alright. And it's a 3-year class. Tuition fees is 7,500. Alright, let's start that course. Guess we'll have to confirm it. Yes. And now we'll have to build extra facilities, of course, otherwise they can't start. Soon we'll have another group of students joining the campus. It's important to expand with our ever-growing student body. Alright, let's buy a new plot. Alright, that's good. Apparently here we have a plot, so let's just buy it. We can buy it with the building, so you get a complete building on it, or you can buy it without. I'm just going to buy it with the building for now, that's fine. Takes a little bit of time. They take down all the stuff, then they... Yes, very good. And I think we can, if we can do the whole new class in here, that would be great. There it is. Perfect.
This DJ had ever eaten. That's a winner.
And it's done. Now we have this extra plot. Before starting a new year, be sure to check any unresolved campus requirements. Alright, we need a lecture theater, we need a virtual reality lab, we need an extra teacher, and another one there. Alright, let's go. First we need a lecture theater. I guess that's just the same like this one. Ooh, I have an idea. Yes. Can we copy this one? Pick up. Copy. Yes, we can. That's pretty easy. Then we just have another one of those. And I guess right here, or right next to it, we could build the VR. Now you can focus on things that you really need for the academic year just by it like this. So now we can find the VR lab pretty quickly. And I guess this should be a decent size, but I'm not sure, so we'll see. Let's put this in. Need apparently a few seats. And of course we have to get the level up. Well, there's all these gadgets that you can put in.
Students are asked not to ask questions.
What's this? Alright, that works. And we need a bin. Maybe a plant. It's level 4 now, I think that's fine. So let's place it. And we need 2 teachers. One a virtual normality teacher. That's this guy. So yes, we will hire you, and we need a scientographic teacher, and we'll hire you. Alright, we have everything we need, so let's start the new year. Are you sure you want to start the year with the following courses? Yes, let's start the new year. Pass a virtual normality class with grade C. Alright, so students will have to go here for classes, but I think they can be just here for the dormitory and stuff. Ooh, the love bench. Unlock and place. Yes. Let's build a love bench. We'll put it outside in the park.
Start of a new year. I'll be your host.
They can sit there
Hello.
and enjoy their love bench. Very nice. So, I think most things are fine. A double jump bed. No, I'm not going to build a double jump bed. Park bench wanted. Alright. We'll place park benches. So that they can really sit with each other in the park. Something like that. Maybe one or two on this side as well. Alright, there we go. Now I don't think we have enough beds anymore, because now we have 20 students and it's like 5 for one bed. So we'll have to increase the amount here. So let's edit this room. And I think we should get rid of the window. And then place extra beds in here to house all the extra students. So 2 extra beds will get us quite far.
I hope you enjoyed today's show as much
Maybe
as
we can
I
just do it like
enjoyed my
this.
trip around this wonderful, mysterious county of ours. But for now,
Yeah,
all
this
of
is
this
good, I
talk
think.
about food has made me
Yes,
hungry.
this is done.
So
Perfect. Alright, so we expanded the dormitory a bit, but now we can at least house all the students, so they'll all be happy. There's places for them to get food. Maybe we can get a few vending machines in here as well. So that they don't have to go all the way up to the other one to just get something from the vending machine. Alright, I will place it right here. And we can place the bins right next to it and just need to place a few chairs. Yeah, we'll do 2 of these benches. 1, 2, alright. So at least now they can get this stuff close by. Ooh, what's this? Star rate increased and we unlocked a new place to go to. Oh, this is nice. We've unlocked a hot dog kiosk, a coffee kiosk, a whale fountain. We get a lot of money, we get kudos, that's really nice. This must be frightfully excited for you. The people of Freshly now have a second thing to be proud of to go with their canal. Bully for them. Congratulations and so on. Still, don't be too complacent. This is only your first campus and frankly, it shows. Well, thanks. Alright, so we managed to get a first star. And I'm very tempted to continue going for a second and a third star, but not in this episode because it's been half an hour. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Of course, if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section. I will respond to it. And then, of course, I hope to see you in another video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.